loves. So what I want to talk to you about today, I know I normally don't write that much about sex or do videos talking about what you can do in your relationship in regards to sex. It's such a big deal, obviously, and it comes up so often in conversations. As soon as people know that I'm a love coach, it's one of the things that they really want to talk about a lot. It comes up with my clients, it comes up with colleagues, it comes up with my friends. So it's something that I really wanted to make sure and just do a quick video and post for you about. The thing that comes up the most that I see with female entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, we have this big problem. We do this all the time. Whenever we are in the middle of a big project, when we're at the beginning of our businesses and we're trying to launch, anytime we're at a point where we're stressed out about all the things that we need to do in our businesses, we stop having sex. And what's even more unfortunate about that is that after we stop having sex, we complain that we're not having any sex. And if you are in a relationship and you're a woman entrepreneur and you're just handling things, being a lady boss, doing all this stuff, you are probably saying to yourself, well, as soon as I'm finished with this project, as soon as I get some traction in my business, as soon as I this, and that, if you're in a relationship, you're like, as soon as I get this done, then we'll have sex. We'll get back in our flow of our intimacy. And you're thinking like, it can wait while I finish this project. And if you're not in a relationship and you're a lady boss and you're doing all your stuff, then you might be thinking, okay, I'm just going to make sure my business gets some traction and really hustle and do all the things that I need to do, and then I'll start dating. And the problem with that is that it's this big trap. When you start saying to yourself, as soon as, in regards to sex, it's a big trap. Because the as soon as time never really comes. You can launch your business or you launch your project, and there's always going to be another project you're going to launch. There's always going to be a time when you're in a phase of growth in your business, or a time like that will always come in your business. So you need to figure out how you're going to manage your sex life without it having to completely come to a halt every time you're doing things in your business. And that's a difficult thing to do, right? So it sounds difficult, but it's really not. I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to just bear with me for a minute because I'll explain what I mean. But if you want to have more sex, then the thing to do is really to have more sex. That's how you break the cycle of not having sex. And here's what I mean. So if you are in a relationship and you are, geographically close to your partner, and this is true whether you're, the type of relationship you're in. I'm not talking about sexuality in terms of like whether you're in a heterosexual relationship or a homosexual relationship. It makes no difference. I'm talking about when one of you is an entrepreneur and one of you is not. That's the distinction that I'm making here. So if your partner is close by you, geographically, if your partner is someone who you feel safe with physically and emotionally, and if the idea of having sex with them sounds good to you, if you had the time and the energy, then you need to have sex. Have sex with that partner. And whether you need to take a nap first, because believe me, you may need to take a nap first. You may be like, oh, it would be great to have sex, but I'm exhausted. Take a nap. Take care of your own needs first so that you'll be able to actually connect to someone else in that way. But do take care of your needs so you can then connect to someone in that way. Take the nap and then have the sex. So if you're in a relationship and that's the situation that you're in, then definitely break that dry spell. You don't want to be in a sex desert. Have some sex. If you're not in a relationship, then I'm going to suggest that you pleasure yourself. And the reason for that is that you are in charge of your pleasure. You're in charge of your ability to experience it. You have that power. And your pleasure is your pleasure. You don't have to wait for someone else to activate you. So if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, have sex. It's important. It's for your actual health because of all the endorphins that get released. It revs up your immune system. It lowers depression. It relieves anxiety. All of these wonderful physiological benefits. But the other reason, and this is super important, so I really want you to listen to this. The other reason is that when you are putting out desires to the universe that you're trying to manifest, it's not as much about what you're thinking as it is about how you feel. So when you are in that feeling mode of passion and sex and love and joy and just all those feelings are at a very high vibration, and they call in experiences that match their vibration. So if you want to have more passion in your life, if you want to have more sexual pleasure in your life, you have to experience some sexual pleasure so that you can call it in. So, my loves, I hope that is helpful for you, and I hope that you will listen to that and get out there and have yourself some sex. And I'd love to see your comments below. So comment below, let me know what you think. If you have any tips that you think might help our community that you can share, please do so. Come on over and see me on Facebook if we're not already connected. I'm at Carisa Montooth Love Coach. Come check me out there. Check me out on Twitter at Montooth Love Coach. I'm scoping all the time about Ask a Love Coach. A lot of manifesting do's and don'ts, how you create love into your, bring more love into your life, and all of those yummy, wonderful kinds of things. And I'd love to see you over there and connect with you. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.